So, Christianity, what could be called historic Christianity or small c Catholic Christianity or small o Orthodox Christianity. The those churches, meaning all the major branches of Protestantism, Anglican, Lutheran, Presbyterian, Baptist, Methodist, as well as Roman Catholic, Eastern Orthodox, Oriental Orthodox, Nestorian, also known as the Syrian Church of the East. All those affirm belief in the gospel, monotheism, Trinity, incarnation, Christ dying on the cross. Basically what you'd get out of reading the Bible, There is one God, but I don't want to say manifests in three different, that would be modalism, but there's no point to try to explain Trinity in here. Actually, there's no point in trying to explain Trinity at all, but when people start saying, Jehovah's Witness, it's a form of Christianity, or Gnosticism, or, but then you'd have to add in Islam, because Mormonism, Christians, the historical Christians I just mentioned, all of those groups, all the Protestants, the Roman Catholics, all the Orthodox churches, all have much more in common with Islam than Mormonism. And the strange thing is, Mormonism is the most deceitful. I mean, the positive stuff like the Next Door Mormon or Ask a Mormon, those things, and the Mormon honeys, it's some of the most deceitful stuff I've ever seen. I've never seen a religion, quote unquote, do that. I mean, Scientology, all right, it's a cult. They just shut their mouth, and they'll, they'll just speak words of nothing. Sound and fury signifying nothing. The Muslims will try to sugarcoat things, but you always have the Ajim Chowdhuries out there who will give a brutal, stark view of Sunnism. There's all the different wacko Christian sects, but they believe they're right, so screw you, and they're just going to present it that way. It might piss people off, but they believe what they believe. Televangelists are liars, but it can see right through that. But the Mormons, as a people, as a culture, as a cult, as a religion, are the most deceitful. Do Mormons get their own planets when they die? The answer is yes. It's in Doctrines and Covenants, and it's in the Pearl of Great Price in the Book of Abraham. 2 of their 4 main holy scriptures. I mean, that's canon law, basically. That's more, it's what they consider more inspired than the Bible, or better preserved, or whatever. Brighter knowledge. And yet they'll patently lie about stuff like this. Do we believe, or if you ask them, do you believe that Lucifer is Jesus and Lucifer are brothers? They'll lie about that. Do you guys believe you become gods when you die, and that there's infinite amounts of gods? They lie about that. I mean, again, Pearl of Great Price, the King Follett funeral discourse. It's just, It's quite shocking. There's no other group like them. They put on happy, smiling faces, try to act as American as they can be, but it's a cheap, like what they'd see in some friendly TV show from the 90s version of how Americans should act. There's no part of Christianity in there. It's just not there. It's the damnedest, strangest thing. I mean, I find religions interesting. I've taken different classes on religion at the college level, Eastern religions, going in depth and stuff like that. On religions I knew I wasn't going to convert to or anything. I just was interested in it. Religion is part of culture and a very important part of it. And it's actually a very important part of the past. But the Mormons will smile in your face and lie to you. I mean, I could compare them to the Moonies, but yeah, they're about as Christian as the Moonies are, but less Christian. They have less in common with Christianity than Islam. I mean, Heaven's Gate was more honest. I mean, the creepy stuff, just downright creepy shit that watch some other stuff. I mean, there's this, the Next Door Mormon, I think she was called. I think she changed the name of her channel, but she's still out there. Do Mormons get their own planets? All these valid questions. And she answers them like, no, that's just silly. Who would ever believe that? That's just... And then you can go and look at Doctrines and Covenants, the Pearl of Great Price. And you could hear people like Brigham Young talking about it. Or not hear, but, read his words. It's amazing. There's really nothing to compare it to. Like, it's like walking into a fundamentalist church and asking, hey, do you believe in that Christ was God incarnate and was nailed to the cross and died for our sins and then resurrected from the dead on the third day? And also he was born of a virgin. Yes, absolutely. They'll affirm that. They don't go, oh, that's weird. That's just a bunch of stuff people have been saying. I mean, Scientology will just shut up about their stuff. They'll just... because they can't deny it or else they'll get, sect checked all to hell or thrown in the friggin' gulag over at Gold. But, and it's pretty much to a person. Unless you get one that's not, not on camera and you ask them about it and they think you're sincere. I mean, I've sat down with Mormon missionaries and they've gone through the whole get your own planet, telestial kingdom, terrestrial kingdom, all this kind of stuff. And then I see these videos by these happy Mormons that they don't baptize the dead, or that, just, you don't know, getting your own planet's silly, or... my amazement right now is too much, so I'm going to have to make a part 2 where I'm less confounded by their just the bold-faced lie of the thing down to a person. I mean, it's at least the ones that present themselves in public as voices for the church, basically. Mormon Honeys, Next Door Mormon, the Backyard Professor. All right, peace to you.